Entering the morgue always provides a sense of anticipation.
Hi, Detective Carey.
Hello, Sherry. I'd like to see Deputy Nobles. Is he available?
Show me your badge. You can go on in, Detective Carey.
Hello, Detective Carey. Did I ever tell you what happened to Sam's girlfriend?
I don't know.
She left him after he tried to put a tag on her toe. Go right in, Detective.
Hello, John.
Hello, Sam. I'd like to ask you a few questions, Sam. You got a minute?
You bet, John. Fire away.
Sam, what can you tell me about the youth?
Exactly what would you like to know, John?
The boy's identification? Confirmed, and if so, by whom?
The Lucky Mini Mart owner confirmed the body as Bobby Washington, a local neighborhood boy.
Has the boy's family been notified?
Yes, and as I am sure you can imagine, the mother is near hysterics. Her name is Bernadette Washington, and she lives around the corner from the alley. The poor woman is so upset she can't yet bring herself to come down and claim the body, or the few small trinkets we found on the boy.
Sam, do you have a preliminary on the boy's cause of death?
I counted 17 points of entry, John. The boy was mowed down, execution style. Cause of death, gang violence if you want a personal opinion. Professional opinion, the youth was killed by gunshot wounds to the head and body.
Has the boy's autopsy been performed yet?
Yes, it was, John. I was able to pull 3 slugs out of the body. They look like 9mm. I've sent them over to SID for a ballistics check. The body is in cold storage, waiting for the family.
Sam, what can you tell me about Bob?
Why don't you begin at the beginning and begin by asking me the specifics? That way I won't miss any topic you might want to explore.
Sam, have you completed Hickman's autopsy? What are your preliminary findings?
The autopsy is complete. Beyond the surface evidence, I found a ruptured gastrointestinal tract. Fluids were sampled, and I'm having toxicology tests run, including all known poisons.
Have you made a determination on the cause of death? Sam, what killed Bob?
There are no gunshot wounds on the body. There are, however, 2 injection marks on the upper left arm. The eyes have been glued shut with some form of epoxy, and there are burn marks to the face which look consistent with a cigarette burn. Then, of course, there's the missing index finger on the right hand. Torture, poison, maybe. Definitely not natural causes.
Sam, will you go over the physical marks found on the body?
Yes, there are 2 injection marks on the upper left arm, the burn marks to the face and upper torso, the epoxied eyes, the missing index finger, and then there are restraint marks. The restraint marks appear where you would most expect to find them, on the ankles and the wrists. At these points I found fibrous material, all very consistent with what you would expect to find at a torture scene.
Sam, what can you tell me about the body lividity?
Lividity appears 2 places on the body, first and most notably on the buttocks. This would indicate to me that Hickman died while sitting and then was left in that position for a period of time. Or, once killed, he was moved to a sitting position and then left for a time. The second area of lividity appears on the upper back and shoulder area, and I believe resulted from the time the body spent in the alley.
What about fibers or hairs, Sam? Were you able to find anything substantive?
Actually, John, I was able to lift fibers from the areas of restraint. I imagine these will turn out to be rope of some kind. Of course, the body was covered in alley debris, so it is difficult to determine what extraneous materials will actually pertain to the killer or killers.
Sam Nobles is a walking encyclopedia of information. You pick up Bobby Washington's personal belongings envelope. You pick up Hickman's personal belongings envelope.
See ya, Detective.
Goodbye, and have a nice day, Detective Carey.
You turn the knob and open the door, Detective.
Howdy, partner. You're here mighty early. Ain't scheduled to qualify till Wednesday. You planning on a little practice shooting today?
How are you, Bert?
Well, cowboy, I ain't complaining. Life's good.
You fill the form out according to department specifications.
Filled out and ready to go, Bert.
Thank you, partner. Thank you, partner.
You pick up the headgear.
Officers, take your field positions, please. Officers, headgear on. All firearms to low ready. Phase 1. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 2. Phase 2. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 3. Officers, reload.
You load your Beretta.
Phase 3. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Phase 4. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for Phase 5. Officers, reload.
You load your Beretta.
Phase 5. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Phase 6. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Holster all firearms. That there was some shooting, cowboy. Thank you, partner.
Knocking seems less intrusive than ringing the doorbell. What a cute kid Valerie is.
Hi, Valerie. How you doing?
Hi, Uncle John. You want to come in? Mom, Uncle John's here.
It appears to be Bob's personal items from work. Carey, that box does not belong to you. Leave it alone.
Hi, John. Thanks for coming over.
How are you, Catherine?
I don't know. I can't believe this has happened. It's like a nightmare. I keep hoping I'll wake up and Bob will be alive.
Catherine, I've been assigned lead investigator on this case. I need to ask you some questions. Are you feeling up to it?
I suppose so, John. I just can't believe this is happening. I don't know what to do.
Catherine, the department is aware of the fact that Bob was taking sedative.
John, how could you say that about Bob? I'm sorry, I can't talk about this right now.
Valerie, do you understand what's happened?
I think so. Mommy says Daddy's in heaven and he's not coming home anymore.
You know, Val, that you always have your Uncle John if you need anything, right? Valerie, can you remember anything that happened the night your dad went out and didn't come home?
Well, my mommy and Daddy were fighting about his work coming home.
Was your dad bringing a lot of work home, Val?
I don't know. He always kept it in the closet.
That's a nice dress you're wearing, Valerie.
Thanks, Uncle John. It's okay.
Reaching into the pocket, you discover a prescription bottle. Reaching into the pocket, you discover pocket lint. Reaching into the pocket, you discover pocket lint. Reaching into the pocket, you discover your act.
That's a nice...
Thanks, Uncle John. Bye, Uncle John.
Knocking seems... What a cute kid Valerie is.
Hi, Valerie. How you doing?
Hi, Uncle John. You want to come in? Mom, Uncle John is back. Mom!
Hi, John. Thanks for coming back. I'm sorry I got so upset. I really don't know what I'm doing. Everything is happening so fast.
I understand, Catherine. I hope you're feeling a little better. Catherine, I really need to ask you some questions. Can we try again?
I'll try, John.
Catherine, can you tell me what was going on with Bob? What stress was he feeling? Was it strictly work-related?
He would tell me that he couldn't stand to see the little children and the innocent families hurt by all the street violence. He was beginning to hate the gangs. He was having a hard time staying impartial.
Catherine, the department is aware of the fact that Bob was taking sedatives to combat work-related stress. Do you think that Bob could have been abusing those medications?
He combined them with alcohol use, John. He would drink and take the sedatives and become verbally abusive. The pills he took, they're in the closet.
Catherine, Bob's gun was not found at the scene. Is it here? Do you know if he had it with him the night he went out?
His gun isn't here. I already looked. Bob's captain already asked about it.
Catherine, I can't go into the details of Bob's death due to the investigation, but if you have any questions, I'll try and answer them.
That's all right, John. I spoke with that lovely Miss Moore and Mr. Nobles at the coroner's office. I know all I need to.
Catherine, these are Bob's personal effects. They were released by the deputy coroner.
Thank you, John. Is his wedding band included?
I didn't open it, Catherine. I don't know.
John, this was Bob's Kevlar vest. I'd like you to have it. Maybe it will keep you safe.
Thank you, Catherine.
Thank you, John. Thank you for coming by.
It's police banner guard tape, torn and useless. It appears that slugs from a firearm are lodged in the wall. Detective. Carey, be more You loosen the slug from the wall. 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 Be more specific, Carey. You loosen the slug from the wall. 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 Be more specific. Be more specific. Be more. Be more. Be more. Be more. Be more. Detective, notating the bullet's presence could be important. Detective, notating the bullet's presence could be important. Detective, notating. Detective. 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 What is it you... Detective. Detective. Detective, notating the bullet's presence could... Detective. 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 What is... Detective note. Detective note. Detective. Recognizing the graffiti, you make a notation. Detective. Detective notating. Detective notating. Detective note. Detective note. Detective Beam. Detective Beam. The evidence has been removed. The evidence has been removed. The evidence has been removed. The evidence is... The evidence... The evidence... Detective, be more specific. Empty freight containers. This field must be used to unpack stolen goods. Extraneous criminal elements might be important to your case. As you suspected, all that's left is packing material.
I'm Detective Carey, LAPD, homicide. I'd like to ask you fellas a couple of questions.
You be the man. Ask away.
Last night there was a double murder, a police officer and a neighborhood boy, Bobby Washington. Do you know anything that might help us solve what happened to them?
I be knowing nothing. That couple? What do you be doing down here anyway?
Did you know Bobby Washington?
Yeah, that little man was okay. He always be saying he gonna grow up and be the next Dave Stewart.
You a big baseball fan? I see you've got a baseball.
Yeah, baby. I like all them sports. This here ball, I find it in the field. What's lost is now mine.
If you can think of anything that might help us, why don't you give me a call down at Parker Center? Just ask for Robbery Homicide Detective Carey. You never know when I might be able to repay the favor.
I be hearing you, baby. Yo, I be fly today. Never know when I'm gonna know something that can help.
If you can think of, you never know.
I be hearing.
Are you interested in talking?
Shit, man. I got nothing to say.
I'm Detective Carey, LAPD. Son, what is your name?
Herbie Lewis.
Herbie, do you know anything that might help us solve last night's double murder?
Shit, no, man. I was with my granny. You asked her.
Can't think of anyone who might have wanted to see Bobby or the police officer hurt?
Shit, I just live around here, man. I don't know nothing.
What's your name, young man?
Emo Jones.
Do you live in the neighborhood, Emo? You have an address, maybe a phone number?
Yeah, I live here. 162 South Florence. No phone.
Do you live around here, son?
Shit, I live with my grandma down on Hoover.
I'm Detective Carey, LAPD. I saw you last night in the alley.
Got some spare change a fella can have? Got some spare change? Got some spare... God bless you.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, okay, sure.
You were in the alley last night. I thought you might be able to tell me what you know about the murders.
Yeah, it's just popping sound. You know, I don't know.
Can you recall any unusual activity in the neighborhood last night? Any arguments or unfamiliar people?
The cop was... he was dead.
Could you be more explicit, sir?
I didn't,
Sir?
Yeah? Yeah, what? You're very kind.
Sir?
Yeah?
Get what?
Sir?
Yeah? Get what?
Five-O. Man, what's up with that? You popping me?
Excuse me, I'd like to talk to you.
Chill, Five-O. I'm conducting business.
Excuse me, I'd like to talk to you.
Chill, Five-O. I'm conducting business.
I'm Detective Carey with the LAPD.
Everybody know who you are. You big cop. Bring big trouble.
Detective Carey, would you care to make a comment on Officer Hickman's murder?
No comment.
What are you doing? Hey! Not too smart, big policeman. You push go on TV.
Oh, it wasn't like that. You see,
Yeah, you say for others. I see TV. I see you in neighborhood last night. You not come but for dead cop.
High fat, low nutritional value, often what one sees in these small convenience stores. Amico glue, industrial strength. Fresh fruit is a rarity in these small convenience stores. Fresh fruit is a rarity in these small convenience stores.
You smart. You know a good buy when you see it. You shop here again.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Okay, you ask.
You said you saw me last night. Did you happen to see anything else? Anything out of the ordinary, such as different people or cars in the neighborhood?
I already told police all I know.
Well, if you think of anything, I'd appreciate hearing from you. Just call me at Parker Center. Ask for robbery homicide, Detective Carey. By the way, Miss Chi, did you know Bobby Washington?
He was good boy. Always helped me for free. He good boy. He try and stay away from gangs. No trouble. Bobby good boy.
Is there anything else you could tell me about Bobby, Miss Chi?
What to tell? Boy's either good or bad. Good boy.
I was wondering if you'd remembered anything more about last night's events.
I run business. No time to run around and do your job too. You want to buy something?
Telecommunications. There's no dial tone and no change in the coin return. Useless. What is it you wish to notate?
I'm a police officer. My name is Detective Carey. How are you today? Taking your doll out for a walk?
Me and my dolly are having a tea party.
So it's tea time.
We don't have real tea and cookies. We're pretending.
Can you tell me your name?
My name is Lysandra.
Do you know your last name?
Uh-huh. Washington.
Can you tell me where you live?
I don't know. I live down the street.
Hello, Lysandra.
Hi. I'm pretending I'm a mommy.
Would you like a candy bar?
My mommy lets me take candy at Halloween. Is it Halloween time?
Would you and your doll like an apple?
Thank you.
I'm Detective Carey, LAPD, homicide. May I have a moment of your time?
Yes, Detective, what is it?
Mrs. Washington, these are the items found on Bobby's person the night he was killed. I'm so sorry, ma'am.
Thank you.
Mrs. Washington, I have reason to believe that a young man by the name of Ragtop Spiff might be involved with your son's murder. Does his name sound familiar?
That would be Raymond Jones. Anyone would hurt my child, it would be him. He's always showing off some gun and bragging about big money.
Mrs. Washington, if there's anything the department or I can do, please call.
There's nothing anybody can do. Nobody can bring my son home.
Mrs. Washington, can you tell me when you last saw Bobby? Was he with friends? Did he tell you where he was going?
He was heading out to play ball. He loved baseball. He always told me he was going to make me proud. He was going to be in the major leagues. He was a good boy, Detective. Never caused me any trouble. He was the man around this house. He was my little man.
Mrs. Washington, what time of day did you last see Bobby?
He left the house after dinner, maybe around 6:30. Headed over to the field to play ball. He was always over there practicing his pitch.
Mrs. Washington, what can you tell me about gang activity in your neighborhood?
I don't want to end up dead like my son, Detective. I've got a little girl who needs me. If you want to find out about the gangs around here, why don't you ask around to some of the young men? Not all our boys want to be part of a gang. Maybe one of them will talk to you.
Mrs. Washington, is there anything the department can do for you?
You can find who killed my son. You can make these streets safe for the children.
Hello, Lysandra.
Hi. I'm pretending I'm a mommy.
Have fun. See you later.
Okay.